Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to Lady K Chat, a podcast that is designed for men and women to become better versions of themselves, which is broadcast every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Various subjects will be spoken upon, such as relationships, health and wellness, personal development, wealth building, children, and so much more. She is a two-time Amazon best-selling author, an international speaker, and life coach. She is Lady K. And now for your host, Lady K.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Lady K Chat podcast. I am your host, Lady K, and it is such a pleasure to be with you this evening. Oh my God, we have a good treat for you. I have the ability to introduce this young lady. She is doing amazing things. I'm so proud of her. Currently, right now, she is enrolled at Northampton Community College, getting her business degree. And while she is doing that, she is climbing her way up. Everybody, please help me welcome Miss Ciara Watts. How you doing, Ciara?
Hi, I'm good.
Good. Thank you for coming on today. It is a pleasure because today's title is Young Adults and COVID. So I said to myself, I know there's a lot of young people out there doing a lot of crazy stuff. But I said, let me have this young lady to speak for the young-minded individuals who are doing great and amazing things, and they're not trying to go too crazy in this COVID season.
Honestly.
But you know what, Ciara, with everything that is going on, can I ask you, what is one of the biggest challenge that you are facing right now?
The biggest challenge right now is just school, just because of everything that's going on.
Right.
It's not really like friendships or anything, because like I still get to hang out with the people that I can, and that still like want to hang out and like in the most safest way possible. But yeah, the biggest challenge is school, just because right now I am teaching myself. A lot of people like are on campus and going to classes, but I just like chose not to, because it's not that it's not that serious. It's just like I'd rather not have to sit in class with my mask on and like having to like focus on that at the same time as focusing on my safety. So right now I do online classes, and I mean, I still get to see my teachers, but like for the most part, it's not as much as an easy access to get like the right answers when I need them. So I really have to like go search for them myself. So like it's just hard on me as an individual. A lot of my friends are like, no, like, like having like pertaining to my job and everything, like I can't do it as much as I want to with schooling. And I just had this conversation with my friend too. So yeah, it's just really hard to like do a lot of things at the same time as like I'm doing my schoolwork and teaching myself.
Absolutely. Just going off what you're saying, it sounds like you're a visual learner. Are you a visual learner?
I am very much so a
Yes.
visual learner. So
Right. Listen, let me tell you something. I clearly understand. I am a visual learner myself. Just like I believe yesterday, my son, he's a senior in high school, and he was bringing me his laptop, showing me, hey, mom, I got questions about this. And I'm reading it, right? I'm like, wait a minute. Then I had to read it
hold
like a couple more
on.
times. I'm like, where's the rest of your materials? Because I don't get it.
I don't understand it. Like, and I'd rather have a teacher like talk to me and like help me to understand it than like trying to
Right.
sit there and get it myself. Or like I'll
Right.
look up videos like pertaining to like my business classes or like
Right.
my math classes. I'll look up videos and it'll help me much more better than the teacher. So like
Right.
I'm basically teaching myself, as I said. So
Sometimes we are our greatest teacher.
honestly, I know what I'm gonna understand at the end of the day. So
Right, right. So yeah, I definitely understand when it comes to the visual learner. I can definitely relate to that. Like I said, I had that situation with my son. But I have another question for Ciara. Because you said, you're trying to stay safe in your school. You prefer not to go to the classes. You rather do it in, from virtual, from the comfort of your room. So with that being said, what are the policies and the procedures that your school put out to protect you and the staff?
So I live on the dorms, and there are just not a lot of them, but just like easy going rules that just pertain to COVID. Like you have to wear your mask around school. You can't like not wear it like at all. Like you have to have it at all times. Another one is we have to have our IDs like on us to make sure that they know who we are, just because, you know, our masks are covering our face, so they can never like really honestly know who's who
Who's who,
as well. Yeah, so I just got that yesterday too. I was like, why are they telling us to make sure our IDs are visible? And I
They
was
can
like,
only see your eyes.
they can only see my eyes. So if like
Right.
they came up to me and be like, who are you? I'm like, oh, have my ID. Like, so I really like, they're not hard rules. It's just hard like when I guess like you want to go up and down the stairs, or like just like not being able to like breathe or anything. But it's not hard to go by, like to just actually do them. It's
Right.
just the one thing that I really honestly don't like about it is like I have to wear it to the bathroom. So like if I have to go take a shower, I have to wear it, or if I have to go to the bathroom, like I have to wear it, or else like if they catch us, they could like literally cut our contract off and like kick us out. So like I just like I abide by the rules. I'm just like, okay, like, you know, I'll do it, but like at the end of the day, it is pretty hard.
So they're not playing. So
Nope.
if they don't see a mask, they can expel you.
Yeah, not expel us from the school, but like living in the dorms, they can really be like, we're cutting your contract. Like if they see you do it more than one time, like if they see you do it more than one time, like they're just like, all right, you're not following the rules like at all, then like we're gonna cut your contract and like you have to move on and everything, because you know you're endangering people.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you
So,
know what?
like, and
I
even
absolutely. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off,
no,
but
go
I
ahead.
absolutely appreciate that they're on top of it like that, because it just let them know we have a no nonsense tolerance. And at this time, we need that, because the numbers need to decrease. But because people want to be people and they want to be so in their feelings, the numbers go up, you know, especially in certain states. So I'm, young lady, I'm actually happy that you are in the right mindset to say, you know what, I'm going to follow because I'm not trying to get sick.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get sick at all. I literally felt a tickle the other day, like while I was in my room. I was like, oh no. I drank some tea. Like I brought tea with me. I did everything I needed to do to not get sick, because I'm really not like, and they're not kidding either. Like they also make us do a health screening check every day. So like if you don't do it, like if you don't do it like more than 3 times, like they're like, all right, like we need to cut your contract too. Or like if you like went into one of the hotspot states, like for vacation, like you can't come back for 14 days. Like you have to quarantine everything. So they're really taking every type of precaution, like with everything for like the whole thing.
Is it mandatory that you have to report to them that you was traveling into certain states?
Yeah. If you don't, then like, if you don't and they don't find out, like that's on you, you know, like you got away with it. But like if someone, like say you posted it on your social media or something, like, and you have like RAs, they have to report it. And if someone saw you, they definitely have to. That's what happened to me. I went on my trip, I didn't tell because, you know, I was like, I need to go to school. But like they were just like, yeah, someone caught me on my Snapchat, and like they were like, yes, someone told on you and everything. And I was just like, wow.
They are really watching you guys.
Yeah, and I was just like, wow. So like someone really told on me. They were like, yeah, you can't come back for 14 days. And I was just like, okay, that's cool. Like, I mean, I got caught. Like, I wasn't planning on getting caught, but like I did. So at the end of the day, I wasn't mad. I was just like, wow, okay. So you guys are really serious.
But you know what? That's a lesson learned, Ciara. And I know, like you said, I know you meant well, but you know, I am in some way or form, I am proud of the other person that did say, hey, she did this, because God forbid if something would have happened and they're trying to figure out, well, who's the carrier?
Yeah, so
it makes sense. But I'm just happy you're healthy, you're sane, and you know you didn't get in trouble. So I think that's an amazing thing. So with student or prop, I'm sure that you know you feel safe by the rules and regulations. So and that I think that's a wonderful, amazing thing. So I'm very happy for you, and I'm happy that you know you feel safe in your dorms. Now let me ask you a question, because like you said, y'all kids are back in your dorm. Spill the beans. Anybody? Who's having a party?
I wish. No. I don't. There's a lot of people. Like I just saw somebody on my Snapchat. They don't go to my school, but they go to another school, and they were having a party, and none of them had masks on. Like, they were in an enclosed space, like a dorm room, and they were like literally, or an apartment, I think, because that's where the boy lives. But like, I'm not saying no names, but like, they were in an enclosed space with no mask on. Like, there were like at least 20 to 30 people in that room, and I was just like, okay, that's what we're doing now. We're not even wearing masks. Like, you don't even know people like that, like, to just be inviting people to your room or like your apartment or anything to do that. And so I was just really like shocked. I was like, wow, like, no masks or anything. Not even one person, like, not even him. Like, none of them had masks on. And it's just so surprising because you never think that nobody would do it, but then they do, and it's just like, no type of safety. Like, and if one of you guys gets COVID, then who's to blame in the end, you know? So like, we're not being, I guess, like, smart about it, or like trying to be safe out here. And that's what like really surprises me at the end of the day.
Right. And I get it. So that's why I said spill the beans. But the people that you're associated with, you know, what are their thought process? Are they following protocols as well too? Or do you feel like sometimes, you know, they want to do their own thing?
No, definitely not. The people that I have in my circle, like, I don't go to school with one of them.
Okay.
Like, she doesn't like a lot of people in her room. Like, she's iffy about that now. Like, before she didn't care, but like now she's like, I tried to invite someone to her room the other day, and she was like, maybe not. And I was just like, no, I promise, like, she's safe. Like, she doesn't like do anything crazy or anything. And so she was like, okay, like, I'm still gonna like be precautious though. She was like, she has to wear her mask in my room. Like, so like, I'm still precautious about it. Like, my roommate's friends, you know, she just got a sinus infection, and I was just like, I know it's not contagious, but like, now
but you
you're
want to
like,
make sure it's not COVID.
Yeah. Like, but like, now you're like, you know, out there, your immune system is down right now with your sinus infection, so you don't know what you could get in the light of you having a sinus infection at the end of the day. So I was just like, I was like, you have to wear your mask in here. She was like, it's not contagious. I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to get sick. Like, I already felt that little tickle in my throat. I'm not with anything. I'm not trying to get the flu. I'm not trying to get a sinus infection, because that opens your body up to getting, you know, more sick, and like getting sick from other things, you know, and especially since it's flu season and everything. So I don't know. I'm just really precautious right now because I'm not trying to get sick at all. And I'm immune to getting sick like during these times. So I'm just not with it. I'm not.
And I definitely understand. And I got a funny story to share with you and everyone. Listen, everyone, I was talking to two family members on two different occasions. And while I'm on a phone conversation with them, I coughed just a little bit. They kept saying, what's wrong with you? I'm like, relax. It's not that serious. First of all, number one, I'm an asthmatic. Two, the season is changing. Hello, like, I don't have not that I'm aware of. And like you said, I'm very protective. You know, I make sure I take care of my immune system. You know, I do things to boost my immune system. I do walk. You know, I am precautious when I go out. I wear my mask. You know, of course, we wash our hands. The regular basis that we've been talking about for months now. So, and I keep my distance. I'm around the same people all the time. So I can definitely relate to you about staying away. And soon as somebody calls me, like, Rona?
No. Like, don't play me. You gotta put your mask on. I'm not with it.
She's coughing too much.
She's sneezing, coughing.
She's sneezing.
No.
No, but I definitely get it. And again, I think if everyone just listen and we follow the guidelines, I think this can die down a little bit sooner. And I'm sure you probably heard about it. Dr. Pucci, you know, when he was on TV, he was saying that he's not really concerned about, let me rephrase that. Yes, he's concerned about the first wave, but he's really more concerned about the second wave. So I just know this. I'm just so happy that I don't have to be outdoors.
Amen.
You know, and for the people that do, it's like I really do pray and hope that, you know, you're able to not catch it, and also too, you're able to stay in your space. You know, nobody can, you know, cross over your space, because I know there are a lot of companies, you know, they're setting up the cubicles and like, you know, everyone is safe.
Yeah.
But I know that's out of our control, but still, just to put the message out there to let people know that this is serious. Like, people still saying that this is a hoax. It's like, are you serious?
Like, how could you think it's a hoax when all these people are getting sick? You've seen
Right, and they're
videos, you've seen
dying.
everything, and they're dying at the same.
Right.
Like my godfather, it still like gets me to this day, like because he was my like he's still my godfather, but like in the same sense, like he was always alive, and so like the day that I found out, the last time I talked to him, we were talking about a picture that I had taken when I was little. And then, like, after that, we didn't talk for a little bit. But I always saw him on social media, and, like, I talked to him whenever my mother talked to him. And, like, to find out that he had died from COVID, it was just, like, so sudden. I didn't even realize it. Like, I couldn't even fathom it. And it was just, like, wow, like, this thing is really real, and it's gonna hit people who you love and that you haven't even talked to for like in a while, and then now you can't talk to them anymore. Now, like, it's like when I get married or like when I graduate, I can't like go talk to him and be like, hey, Uncle Sonny, like, I got married, and or like I want you to be in my wedding, or like come to my wedding. And like it just really got to me, like, thinking about it. I was just like, I'm not gonna like play around any games like anymore. I'm not trying to like go out and everything to everybody's thing, and I'm taking the whole precaution I can. And for people to say that it's a hoax, it really hurts, because at the end of the day, you don't know what people are going through. They have to stay away from their families, or you can't even go see them in their casket. Like, it's crazy that people are still saying it's a hoax and that they really don't believe in it until it happens to them. So like,
right, until it hits home. And like you said, Ciara, it hit home. So when it hit home, it shift your perspective. And at the same time too, I know you're a young lady and you're bright, but that's even a more an amazing thing that it was able to shift your perspective, because now you look at things so differently. And I'm pretty sure right now you're going to approach things differently.
Yeah, definitely. Like, definitely when it comes to like putting my mask on, or like making sure I'm not around people who are sick, or like just around a whole bunch of people without masks on, like I don't play that at all.
Right.
Like, and a lot of my friends are like, oh no, it's not that serious. Like, these masks are annoying. And I'm just like, look, look, I'm not trying to be in the hospital, because I had a scare over the time of like being on quarantine. Like, I couldn't breathe for a little bit. Like, I had like, oh, my whole chest was constricted. I'm so glad for my mom, because she knew what to do. Like, she knew to do the heat treatment. She knew to like make sure that I was like good and everything. And but like that scared, I cried, and because I was literally almost to the point where I was like, I want to go to the hospital, but I was like, I don't want to go to the hospital, because then once I get there, I'm staying there, and they're not going to send me home. So like, they're going to make me like stay there until I guess I feel better. And so like, I'm just so thankful for my mom at the end of the day, because I was scared. I was crying. I was like, no, I don't want to go to the hospital. Like, and people are taking it not seriously. And I don't associate with those people at all. Like, if we're not friends for it, then at the end of the day, like, I'm going to pray for you, because I'm not about to like choose going to a party over my life. It's not that serious at the end of the day.
It makes a lot of sense. So look, you had two scares. You had your own personal health, then you had someone in your family, and I can definitely relate, because myself too, a couple of months ago, I had a health scare, and it really shook me up too, because like I just told you earlier, I'm an asthmatic. So I was really at a point where my chest was really tight, like my eyes, but I was going to collapse. And I went to the emergency room. I had to, because I can't feel asthma. So when I went to the emergency room and they run all these tests on me, at the end of the day, just come to find out that my airways was restricted, because of my asthma. And my test came back negative for COVID, when I was doing cartwheels, and I was just so ecstatic, So I'm grateful for that, and everything came negative for your case too. And, and continue, like you said, continue to pray up, continue to boost your immune system.
Honestly,
the right things, because with your mindset, you're headed to an amazing place. And because I know you're headed to an amazing place, can you please share with the people what you do for a living?
Okay, so I do not a lot of things, but like, right now over the summer, I got a new job being a sales representative. It was a blessing and an opportunity, really. like a real big blessing from God, because at that time, during quarantine, I didn't have a job. I just lost my job from being in school for work study. They literally terminated me. They were like, they sent me an email and everything. They were like, you're terminated. But for a while, I was getting money from them because it was still work study. And then one day they just stopped. They were like, yeah, you're terminated now. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I got a job. I'm a sales representative for a company called Cutco. Just shout out. I do presentations for I get paid to do the presentations, but I do get commission as well for it. It's a really big opportunity just because it levels you up in your career, and especially for mine, I'm a business administrative, as also I want to become an accountant. So it's really just helping me to understand like what my goals are for my life, and just like honestly just helping need to move on to like get those goals in mind. It not just helps me with like money, but it also like we do conferences to like help you boost your financial, to boost like what you want in your life. Like they have like a whole bunch of conferences and a whole bunch of talks to talk about how to like get your goals in perspective and how to like have confidence and like just make sure that you know you have your skills correct. And like they have a whole bunch of opportunities like getting a recommendation letter from the president of the company, like himself. He talks about all of your accomplishments, and just like other things like leadership academy that there is, where you get to go through this whole academy where they talk about leadership, and not just for the job in general, but just for leadership in your life. So like, you know, it's just a really great, amazing opportunity that I have to take, to take for myself and to like really get other people into it as well. And just it's been really great, like just doing it. I get to talk to people on a regular basis. I did one with Kalima and it was amazing. I just love talking to people in general. So like it just helps with confidence and yeah, it helps with your confidence, and then it also helps with your communication skills as well as your definitely. Like you would think that I'm like this outgoing person, but like if you talked to me a couple months ago, not happening. I wouldn't talk to you. Like I wouldn't be like networking at all. Like I wouldn't be like trying to sell myself. Like I'd be like, hey guys, like so like no. Like now I'm just like, hey guys, like I just make sure like I project. Yeah, I own myself. Like I don't take no for like it's not that I don't take no for an answer, but I try to just sell. Yeah. Like I sell myself to make sure that I get not just the best for me, but for the people I'm presenting to, because it's an amazing opportunity. So at the end of the day, it's just a really great thing that I've gone through just to get myself going, to get to my success in life, and to make sure that I have my goals and my priorities straight.
Ciara, I love it. I love your mindset. I love how you did
Thank you.
I love how you just jumped in with your feet in. You didn't even really know, but you kept pushing.
Nope.
And I love how you said you eat those no's. Let me tell you something. People don't understand. Those no's will get you many, many, many yeses later. Let me tell you something. This real quick, and I believe Bill Gates shared this when he first started out. He was trying to do Microsoft, and he was in college himself, and he was trying to tell people about the opportunity. He got so many no's, but the many that say yes to him, they said either one, they're either sitting on his board, or two, they're millionaires. You know what I'm saying?
Look at him now. Look at like everything like that he's done. Like it's just like I can get there. Once you manifest how you can, like in your mind, you write it down, you make sure that you're working hard for it, like you're gonna get there no matter what anybody says. You just have to have that confidence. Like, and it's all about confidence. And you can, like, no matter what anybody says, I don't care. Like if someone says no, that just gives me drive to like keep going. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, but at the same turn, I got this. Like,
and I can say too, sometimes no means not right now. Because when you plant the seed and then they see your success, they're like, wait a minute, let me go talk to Ciara. What's she doing? She glowing. What's she doing? And you be like, hey, remember that thing I told you about I was doing and you told me no, it was a scam? Oh, but I'm in the Six Figure Club. Oh, I want what you got up too late. But you're gonna have to start at the bottom. But it's okay. I was trying to have you roll with me, and we could have been at the same level.
Exactly.
But it's okay. But it's okay because I have to understand in life that everybody is not at the same pace as you. But for those who are on the same pace as you, find those people, work with them because you can do such an amazing things together. So Ciara, if the people wanted to contact you, how can they reach you?
So you can contact me on Facebook. I do a lot of my work on there, and I get a lot of my presentations from there just because a lot of the people I know, I don't have their numbers, but I definitely have them on Facebook. So you can catch me on Facebook, Ciara Watts, CIARAWATTS, and then you can also catch me on Instagram at cs.living. And I don't post a lot on there, but I do communicate on there. So I post stories and everything, and that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Ciara. I really appreciate it, but we are running out of time. This time has been amazing with you. Everyone, continue to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and on our YouTube page. Subscribe at the Lady K Chat Podcast. And we can also be reached at www.ladykenterprisesinc.com. And everyone, you have a great night.
Lady K.